Craig Butter, now records. Okay. Welcome back to Naruto D&D Making Waves, a 5e adventure. I am Plus, aka Plus Ultraman, aka Weeby Dungeon Master, and I am here with my wonderful players, and I will only say wonderful once this time. Ava Rice Pickle Dill playing a level 2 Medic Nin.
Eat a dick, bonus sensei.
Okay. Hikari Kesho Rune Scribble playing a level 2 Intel Op Nin. All right. And Nanamo Junbai, the Story Buster, playing a level 2 Hunter Nin.
I'm going to be a great ninja. Just wait.
You're going to be a great recapper as well because you have been voluntold to do a recap of the last session. And honestly, you should do the last 2 sessions in terms of like what was split up for YouTube. So,
yeah.
Floor is yours, my friend.
I was going to do so. All right, so last session, we followed Squad Zero heading towards their first mission, going straight towards the Land of Hot Water, more specifically, Bamboo Village. On their journey, we saw the team trying to bond, the key word being trying, with threats of death and arguments sparking up often, even some bullying of Bona Sensei. However, the team still arrived safely and then split off to find a safe house and their contact. After a short run-in with a powerful Ninken ninja, the team infiltrated Pero's tournament, breaking into smaller squads, with Sensei disappearing in amongst the guards, Hikari taking a role as a chef and doing it well, Nanamo managing to win his first round fight and stealing a sword, and Ava being Ava striking a deal with the enemy. And that is where we had left the last session.
I like how you highlighted that you bullied a dead man.
Yes, I was going to say also the fact that the term bonus sensei is entering broader use.
I didn't even mean to use.
It's good now because you can now because there's no more tax. There's no more tax. If you can find the body, maybe you can get that money off of him.
True.
Hey, I don't know. I know he's not dead. That's Ava's problem.
You think
was never worried to begin with.
Let's specify something. You think to the best of the role you got that he is not dead.
Yes, well, yeah, and
your role was good. I mean, it's not a bad, thought.
He's dead.
You think to the best. Listen, I'm just letting you know. Nanamo's like fight was the very last thing that happened. So, the masked poet is asked by a ninja who is acting as a master of ceremony while Gato, not Gato. Why do I have this in the notes? It's Gato.
Pero.
While Pero is away. Pero.
It like that.
Pero. Pero is away. Pero. Fuck you, Pero. I think it's past 30 seconds. Anyway, so we should be good. We're a minute 30. Listen, Ava already gave up the bag. You're being asked for an interview as the masked poet. You're gonna need to roll deception to not blow your cover here.
Uh-oh.
This is kind of the consequence of entering as the masked poet rather than under no alias. Because had you just come in as one of the sole fighters, you could have just acted as Nanamo, and there would have been you would have had advantage here. Because it wouldn't have even been deception. It would have been performance because you would have been taking the attention out of the room. So you have to roll deception with disadvantage. That's your high or your low.
Oh, disadvantage. Oh no, I rolled. 11 is my high.
Nanamo?
Low. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, how do you? I want to hear how you play this out before I tell you the outcome.
Who wants to have a meeting with me?
This ninja will just sound like me. Well, I mean, you performed pretty admirably. Do you have? Where did you train? Who trained you? How did you learn to fight? People are curious. You right now you seem like one of the odds-on favorites. Some of the betting pool is starting to roll in your favor. You might be getting contacts from people who might want you to, maybe roll with them. And no, it's all official here at Perico.
I'm from the land of fuck.
The land of fuck? I've never heard of the land of fuck. Oh my. Has anyone here been for the land of fuck?
He's
looking into the crowd.
first.
He's looking into the crowd now. He's like looking into the crowd. There's like some like kind of like grizzled looking like. There's still like some people there who look like they're like just spectators. Like they're like some who might have been like other like business partners of Gato's maybe. You know, like a little like Yakuza like adjacent looking guys. You know, like they have scars and like eye patches in, and some of them are just like looking around, just like staring. You see a few hands go up, like I've been to the land of fuck. No, you haven't. You know you haven't. You know for a fact you have not been to the land of. No, you know for a fact you haven't been to. Like that happens.
Can I ask a question? Is this being broadcast in any way, like in the company?
Yeah.
Like...
You remember last time when you could hear Pero's amazing voice all throughout? Everyone was there. He had the biggest crowd. The ratings were amazing.
Everyone just heard me say
everywhere.
that.
Yeah, everyone heard you, and everyone heard land of fuck. So
Ava's just
there's
just going.
One of my favorite rap groups. One of my favorite rap groups is Run the Jewels, and they have a song called "Close Your Eyes and Count to Fuck." So I love the idea of replacing like the idea of like what is it, prepositional phrases when the end of the prepositional
And
phrase
Hikari is in the kitchen cringing so hard at this.
Nanamo's red. Under the mask, he is bright red. Panicking, trying to fuck.
And who in the land of fuck was your master? Who taught you in the land of fuck?
My sensei, his name was Inari.
Wow, Master Inari from the land of fuck. He must be a great and powerful warrior.
He is.
Let's see. A 1? No. This is like just a silent roll, just kind of privately. Yeah, that's a 1. Who's around to even?
Zori.
No. I mean, it's your job to be here, kind of taking care of him. Nanama, what's your passive perception again?
15.
Oh yeah, you notice it. As you do that, like as you say that, Taisa like goes into a like sneezing, like coughing, like hacking fit, as if he's like trying to hold something in, and like it's hard for him. Like he's he's having a very hard time of it. Okay. Like he draws some attention, but people are still kind of interested about Master Inari in the land of fuck. So I mean, yeah, you trained a Master Inari in the land of fuck. So you saw your opponent's weapon. Do you are you going to keep that? Or are you going to use that throughout the rest of the tournament? Are you trained in Genjutsu? Do you know how to we're really interested in your fighting style. It seems like really evident that like you put a mask on and like already people are like, oh yeah, this guy's hype. This dude, this guy's the real deal.
I wish not to discuss further about my plans for the tournament. I do.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a stone cold killer the masked poet is. He's telling us outright he won't even let us know. It'll be silent but deadly. I guess that's what you'll be calling your blade now, masked poet.
I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, masked poet. This is I'm not gonna do that. It's gonna be like as the DM, like, yeah, that's a permanent name of your sword. You have to do that now. Log into the character sheet. I'm not doing that. Okay, yeah, they'll leave you alone. You can go now. So Zori, as the loser of the match, you actually see Zori. He's still in the state he was left in. You know, he's doing his best to, not kind of save face after what happened to him. He's kind of like knelt on the ground. Do you want to do anything with him? Do you want to like walk away?
I'm walking away.
You're walking away?
I don't want to be interviewed.
Okay.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, it seems like they're gonna get Zori some medical attention.
That's good. He probably needs it.
New pants.
Well, however, like as it does, you see Ninja come out and like kind of how they grabbed Ava. They grab Zori and they take him away.
Okay, he's going to die.
It's probably for medical attention.
Oh, okay. That's fine then.
I think you're still the only person singing this. Yeah, it's probably for medical attention. Okay. Scene changes. We now cut to the kitchen. as over the speakers in this, it's like a pretty nicely sized like industrial like kitchen that you would see in the Naruto world. Like if you would go on to the back of Yakiniku Q, this place is probably like twice or three times as big as the kitchen they had behind that place, and that was a decently sized kitchen to be trying to run a big business that wasn't really, booming very well. And you heard over the loudspeakers, Land of Fuck, Master Inari, Silent but Deadly. That's the last thing you heard. They're drawing up the next match, which is I actually do need to grab my sticky notes because I had the brackets drawn on one of those. They're drawing up the next match right now. However, Hikari's eager and chipper attitude in the kitchen, and her taking the initiative to go out and ask two of the fighters, now one who has been eliminated from the tournament, what their preferences with food are. That is beginning to draw scrutiny from some of the other cooks and just staff around who don't really seem all too happy about this job. And a lot of them seem kind of more. Well, no, that should be an insight check. But a lot of them seem a little more resigned to it rather than just like being happy about it, since it's something that betters their living and the economic state of the hot water village. But no one really seems as like happy as you. So, what is Hikari do in this situation where she's like, her hunter's instincts are probably telling her like, okay, I'm starting to get some weird looks. You're nearby like the dishwashing station. Like one of the dishwashers is like he has a pretty like big vat of like hot water next to him. He's scrubbing away. He peeks over at you once or twice because you still like look decently like content to be working.
Yeah, I don't think Hikari would so much being super peppy. She'd just be having this aura of, I am here to work, I am going to work.
Okay.
Like it's all serious and no nonsense, even though she's being very smiley in front of basically the customers.
Okay, I got you. That's how you were towards them versus like when you came back.
Yeah.
I mean that like extra initiative still seems a little bit off to some people, but yeah. And if that's how she's playing it, I will allow you to just skip your deception check rather than having it with advantage because you aren't really deceiving still. I feel like you're still kind of doing the best at just kind of getting to the roles. I mean, yeah, you're probably working with the guy washing dishes. You're probably like moving dishes. Getting to actual work. Hikari, what is your passive perception?
My passive perception is 11.
You do not notice anything out of the ordinary. Well, if you want to do a roll, you could actually just roll perception.
Okay. There it is. Roll. I got 18.
You got an 18. You notice in the doorway, Ninkin has kind of it seems like he was walking by, but he's kind of slowed up and his ears are flicking and he's may look like he's like kind of looking down at maybe some of the weapon pouches he has on him or kind of adjusting his headband a little bit, but he's very clearly like perceiving, like doing a perception roll of his own into the kitchen right now.
Okay.
But there's nothing suspicious in there, so he continues to walk away. Okay then. You see him move by. You're still in the kitchen. Just it's about to be time for dinner, so you're probably being directed to go into the storehouses and grab some bags of rice or something like that.
Yep.
Okay.
Question: for the actual cooking, would that count as a crafting role?
We have cooking in, so I'm sure there's something that you draw from for cooking.
It's just a D20 plus your proficiency modifier if you are proficient with cooking supplies. Okay. I don't know if there's any. Pickle might know. I'm not sure if you roll anything else with it. I'm not sure if it's like it is just proficiency plus a D20.
Yeah, just
But
Because you'll have
I'm
the
not seeing
supplies
a
and
cooking proficiency. Is that not one of the stat proficiencies?
no,
that
that's a
something else?
separate skill proficiency.
It's
Which
Yeah, I'm guessing that's the one
Okay.
could be like
you
like
choose.
like
One of
land
the-
vehicles.
Oh, okay.
So it would just for you. It would just be a D20 roll. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, as of right now, I'll let you wait on any cooking rules. But yeah, right now you've just been directed to go grab some bags of rice from a little like storehouse. It's pretty much your current task. Ava, you've been
Yes.
given greater reign to serve as a spy for Pero. That means he will be expecting something worthwhile from you rather soon, mind you. So you are now on a ticking clock.
Good. So Ava's back.
And
She's still in her maid outfit. Yes, I presume.
yeah, you're probably not dressed
I
in
didn't
anything
get-
that makes you too suspicious.
Cool. Here's an interesting, just a side question for my own reference. Is there, could she have like a, air hostess scarf or something around her neck? Because she's very sensitive about her neck. Would that look too
Yeah, I
weird?
assume. No, I assume you that can be a part of the. I mean, you just accessorize, I guess.
It just, there's a little something, a little bit of flair. She ties like a basic neckerchief around her neck, just likes to keep that covered now that the headband is gone.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
And so, since she's doing the maid disguise, after hearing Nanamo's fantastic land of fuck, she's probably gonna start heading down and
This one
probably
might be called
trying
Land
to.
of Fuck. I'm
Yeah,
sorry
I
to cut
think
you off.
that. I think that's likely, but yeah, she's gonna head on down and basically try and see what the other like maids are doing. Are they cleaning up the ring? Are they bringing drinks back and forth to the fighters? Are they prepping rooms for the guests? She'll just try
Some of
and
them,
blend
yeah,
in.
some of them are prepping rooms for guests. Some of them are going throughout the stands and bringing drinks to and from. Some of them you see are going into the fighter barracks and preparing them for that. Some of them are setting the dining area. If you were to go and explore that part of Paraco or the underground fighting co under Paraco, or fighting arena under Paraco. Excuse me.
Okay. I think Ava will start by going through the stands and ferrying drinks among the others, trying to make it look to Pero, if he's present, that, oh, she's going where the most people are, but really it's, okay, I'm just going to be doing a blanket scan, trying to size up how strong are the guests. Like, I get that the ninja guards are a threat, but if this comes to blows, do I have to worry about every spectator trying to kill us? Is what she's trying to size up at the moment, or are most of them just business guys who will run when blood starts flowing?
Okay, you've already caught me off guard because I had no plans for actually like mingling among these people. When you go to investigate them, or just kind of just you have some drinks or something, I assume. Just want to.
Yeah, she's probably just going around with the drinks. This is exactly what she did for Gato. She was often bringing him drinks, so this is very familiar. She knows. How
Yeah,
to
a lot
play
of them
nice
are
and-
very rude and like are snagging drinks off the tray without even like acknowledging you, which you're also probably used to.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're like and now that you're at the level you're at as a ninja compared to like a normal person, and also like having been around Gato and like Pero and having like sized him up, you recognize pretty quickly that they're all pretty pathetic like them. Like most of them some of them might be in like a little bit of better shape than them, like maybe a little bit stronger, a little bit faster, a little bit more cunning or like aware of like I shouldn't mess with this person versus this person, but for the most part, I won't even make Ava roll for this. Would be very aware. Like the people who are still in the stands who didn't come down and take off like business robes or anything like that, or just like the Yakuza drip or go to join the fight, they ain't about it. They don't want the wish that bad.
That's what.
Let this
yeah,
be a
that's the main-
lesson to everyone. Do not be rude to the people who serve your food and drinks.
Yes, that will end badly for them, but good. So Ava's got a rough count in her head. If she tried to kill Pero right now, how many people should have to fight?
I do want to specify your mission is not specifically to kill Pero. Your mission is to out Pero as what Pero is, which is an illegitimate businessman.
Oh yeah. It's more just
Which-
Ava's prepping for the worst case scenario.
Right. Okay.
She's going, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't worry about the spectators. Ninja guards, you said there are a lot of them. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's bad. Need
I
to
just
either
don't want to
isolate
compete here.
Pero from them or lessen their numbers. Pick. Our fighters, there's 16 of them, assuming that the ones who
Well,
lose aren't killed.
There is now 15 since match 1 has ended. And actually, since you are in this room, sorry, Ava, to pull the story from you just a little bit, just to give more atmosphere and like what is happening. Contestants are still advancing. There are still more fights going on. So just to get us a little bit closer to the time at which Taisa will be fighting, the other advancing contestants are the Hot Tea Ninjas, Steep and Brew, the Ramen Ninjas, Broth and Mirin. They remain alongside the Masked Poet, while Taisa and a trio. Oh, also, I think Waraji should be in the number. Let me write these down. Steep and Brew, Broth and Mirin. That's 4.
You need 8.
MP and Taisa. Yeah, that's 8. Taisa. That's 6. Yeah, and Waraji. Okay, yeah. I've already revealed that Taisa will be ending his fight as a win. But what is happening currently is that we're getting a little bit closer to the end of the first set of matches as Ava is going throughout her business, and Nanamo's still spectating the matches, and Hikari is still listening while in the kitchen.
Cool.
Go ahead.
Can I then speak to one of the businessmen? Doesn't really matter who, unless there's a ninja guard nearby. That would be better. Is there a ninja guard I could speak to?
There's both. There's a ninja guard. There's a few businessmen who have like ninja guards that seem like they've been like ordered to escort these businessmen. There are some who are serving those businessmen specifically.
Escort.
Yeah, escort. There are some who are. There's one guy who's like literally like yelling at a businessman or a ninja right now.
Okay, Ava's gonna ignore him. She's gonna stop probably near basically a general sense so she can get a couple of answers. And just looking down at the fight, kind of play the wide-eyed ingenue and be like, wow, they both look so tough. Do you think one of them is going to be the big winner? Basically, she's trying to size up what the audience think of the competition, just in general.
The guy you walk up to is kind of clutching a drink, and he doesn't seem like happy to be here right now. He seems like he's there, out of obligation more so than enjoyment. But he's kind of out of. He goes, yeah, I'm sure the ramen ninja will beat that nameless guy who doesn't have any kind of advancing characteristics.
Blanco the nothing ninja's gonna lose. Gotcha.
Yeah, Blanco's getting bopped, it seems.
Yeah, Ava's just gonna make note of that, going, okay, the ramen ninja are deemed as, someone worth keeping an eye on. Good. And with that, she will make her way to the kitchen to, start helping, bring out food for dinner. That was just a rough sort of assess she wanted to do before keeping.
You want to go in before the last fights of the match, where you'll be able to see Taisa fight?
Actually, if Taisa's coming up, she'll keep serving drinks so that she can watch Taisa and kind of assess him. Trying to see whether he's actually useful or if he's dead weight they need to protect.
Yeah, right now it's down to the last 4 fighters of the last 2 matches. And these 4 fighters make up Taisa. Waraji would have lost earlier on. So Waraji lost and got carted away like you saw Zori did, and he actually ended up seeing like he kind of wanted to go because he wanted to go see where Waraji went. He didn't get beat up that bad, but he seemed like he just wanted to. So Taisa is faced off with, Taisa is left, as are a trio of fighters who have been declaring themselves the sons of Pero. Pero Jr., Kashoho, and Kane. They have yet to fight as well. So right now they're like doing the little random lottery to see like how these things are gonna mesh out. You can see on the faces of the sons of Pero that they look kind of perturbed because their plan was obviously to enter as a trio and be spread out throughout the tournament to get wish for their father's love.
I was gonna say, can I roll insight to see whether they are actually Pero's biological sons?
Yeah, you can do that.
Cool. 18.
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, especially with Pero Jr. Yeah. In fact, if you guys had gone to the hotel as I accidentally railroaded you away from, you would have learned it is owned by the nosy hotel manager Pero Jr.
Okay, good. So Ava immediately ticks them off. People she can frame.
Kane is the one that you look at and you're like, is he Pero's son? Because he looks the least gross amongst them. He still looks like he's probably has like a horrible attitude and like personality, but he looks the least like shitty among the people.
Cool. Ava's just gonna tick. Yeah, just gonna tick him off, being like, okay, I can't say that they're Team 7. Because remember, that was what Ava told Pero to convince him to trust her, that, oh yeah, Team 7's here to kill you. Like, okay, cool, that's 3 fighters I can't throw under the bus to secure Taisa's route to victory.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. One more scratch. So he's out. Yeah, okay. So the matches are finally decided. Kasho and Kane are matched up together. And let's just oh yeah. I guess he is the favorite son. Kane just kind of trounces his brother. You can tell like they're both pretty pitiful. It's a very boring fight. And it only ends actually when Pero decides to just give it to his youngest son, Kane. You see his just kind of blatant yet begrudging favor. Just give it to him. You're lucky I like your mom the most out of you 3 brats. I hate you. She's so gross. Even if she is from the land of frost, it works. She doesn't sound that bad.
Wait.
What is this? Who's telling me to wait?
No, this is just me.
I know.
So you just said I like your mom the most out of you. Does that mean they all have different mothers?
Yeah, that's the thing. Same dad. Ava didn't roll to see if they had.
How did this guy get not 1 but 3 women?
I have so much money. I have more money than you could think.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I know that's what's
Gato would blush. If Gato could see how all the money I got out of it. Oop, I shouldn't say that.
Okay,
don't mention that. Don't worry about that. Yeah, Kane goes, and now we're going into our last match of the first round of the tournament. I'm so excited. Now we have Taisa versus Pero Jr.
When that's happening, can Ava basically pass drinks around, and effectively she wants to test how close she can get, like as in, if she's playing the passing drinks, could she lean over him to the point where she could stick a kunai in his neck, or would someone stop that? Obviously she's not going to try and stick the kunai in his neck now, but she's basically just probing at the moment, going, okay, is there a radius with which he just lets maids in? Because
does she get next to Pero?
Like, as in, Pero knows who Ava is, and Ninkin knows, but most of the Ninja Guard may not yet know, so she's trying to see, would a maid coming close get pushed away? Or or are they so lax with their security that she could basically put a hand on him?
You can see, you're like, let's say you're, right now, you're like 20 feet away in terms of like the radius away. If the ring is like circular and you're on the stands and going through one aisle and then going down a step and then going through another aisle, something like that, to serve drinks. Even though they're not that packed in, it's still pretty sporadic.
Yeah.
You can see how far you can get.
Okay. How far can I ever get?
Once you get within 10 feet, one of the ninja is gonna step in front of you and say, "State your business."
Just serving drinks, sir. Offers
I'll
him a
take
drink
that.
from the tray.
He'll take it, and then he'll turn around and walk to Pero, and he won't even like offer him the drink. He'll be like leaning down to inform him of
Cool.
what is this? Oh, I know. No, I know her. I set this up. It's gonna be so tremendous. I can't wait. It's gonna be amazing. She's gonna clear him out. She's gonna finish the job. Oh yeah, she's my new spy. She's my new spy. Don't worry. She can come as close as she wants.
Okay, but 10 foot for a random. That's good. That's
10 foot. 10 foot for like a random like maid girl. You seem like you probably got a little closer than you should have, because this ninja was like he looked at you like as you got within like 15 and that 10, like as you got there, he was like, "Don't you really want to do this?"
Well, she'll go back to the crowd and go back to serving drinks. That's what she wanted to know. She wanted to know his security perimeter.
As you're going, you hear pss, 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 pss.
Yeah, she turns around.
You look back and Piero's looking at you, and he's gonna go, "Finish the job."
She'll give him the smallest of nods, like, "Don't worry, boss. I'm gonna kill them all."
Yeah, I want you to catch him.
She's gonna give a nod, like, "Of course, boss. I'm absolutely loyal to you and only you."
Yeah, you are immediately getting this sense of like, if he weren't this rich, like this gross incompetence would make this a very hard job to actually do. So you might want to rethink this betrayal. I will say.
Which betrayal? Betraying him or betraying the party?
Well, listen, you have to think about it later, because as of right now, Pero Jr. and Taisa are taking the stage. You want to know the big difference between Pero Jr. and his brothers? Pero Jr. is willing to use lethal amounts of money to win. So what he does is stretch the rules of the tournament, because they are allowed to use any weapon, and money is considered a weapon. He is going to flash a lot of cash and offer the 6 other fighters, because he can't offer his brother wouldn't take it. The 6 other fighters who have fought so far, and Zora and Raji are gone. Oh no, I can't do that. I have them taken away. He's gonna offer some of his father's ninja the chance to fight on his behalf. And he gets,
that counts.
Let's see. I rolled a 4. I'm gonna cut that in half to 2. He gets exactly 2 ninja to come out and stand beside him as they start to creep up on Taisa.
I just say Ava's briefly tempted. She's like, "Well, I could." No, wait, the mission. When the money comes out, she's like, No.
I was just thinking, if he was going to offer people to leave the tournament, I'm so happy that I'm down here and Ava isn't. It's like, oh yeah, actually.
Yeah. I'll bow out for a couple thousand real. Yeah, sure. That's where he's going too. But yeah, she's like, "Ooh, wait, no. I can't show them my ninja."
Yeah, Pero Jr. is like, "Yeah, I don't want to do this, so please come out and just do it for me." And they're like, "All right, I guess we get cut down by fucking Nenkin for exhibitions all the time, or it sucks anyway. I'd rather get a bonus anyway." So yeah, they're willing to mess up this little kid. So they start creeping up. They start creeping up on Taisa. This is another one where I just have to be very like descriptive with the scenery and like how it's all going. So you see Taisa in the middle of the underground fighting arena. So quickly becoming surrounded as 2 shinobi of greater size, age, maturity, experience begin to form and spread in front of him, and making sure that he can't target either of them too closely. And then you see Pero Jr. kind of keeping his distance. He knows like I don't need to get close as of right now. But Taisa seems like he's keeping his cool. Taisa seems like he's been in a worse situation than even this before. And Taisa is going to kind of just whip an arm out, almost in a really similar like motion to the way you saw to get his Kusarigama chain out, and he's going to open a weapon pouch like you would get a kunai out, and he has a scroll. He's going to pull that scroll out, and out of it he's going to summon a fishing rod. Taisa, also in a kind of similar way to how Ninken whipped his Kusarigama chain, but with nowhere near the finesse. He is going to cast his fishing rod at the No. He's gonna let them get a little close. He's gonna let them get a little closer because he has two opponents. He's gonna reach into his left side. He's gonna pull another scroll out, and out of this one comes a big sledgehammer. And then he is going to tie the fishing rod with the sledgehammer and make like a giant flail. And you see him still with that kind of like fiery spirit telling him to like come on. So combat starts, and I don't need to roll for this. Combat starts. The two ninja rush at him, and you see Taisa take his sledgehammer in one hand and then his fishing rod in the other, and he kind of like impromptu makes nunchucks out of them. And he begins to kind of, deal with both of them while kind of, dual wielding the two weapons between his hands with the line of the fishing line like between him. And then when they will try and flank him or something like that, he'll whip it around and keep himself, pretty well in check. It seems like actually a really even fight, and you get the feeling that Taisa is a decent match for like these two. If this got any worse, he couldn't be doing any better than this. And the other person who sees that is Pero Jr. Pero Jr. seems like he's actually about to dig into his own pocket, and pull out some more money to flash the crowd. Does anybody want to do anything as he's, or I think even not their own people here could do anything? As they are seeing this.
Can Ava do an insight to basically scale Taisa to Nanamo? I mean, she would have seen Nanamo training. She's basically
if you do an insight to scale, you could get a decent view of how strong these ninja are compared to you guys and to Nanamo.
Okay, that was a 12.
With a 12, that's just barely above competent. You can tell Taisa's holding his own. Like Taisa's doing well enough. These ninja are like getting wise to that, and they're now trying to use ninjutsu. But you can tell like they also have like fairly basic ninjutsu. In fact, the more these ninja are fighting, the more you feel like, it almost seems like their academy or like whoever trained these ninja only gave them the kind of basic stuff that we were kind of getting at our academy. But like up until like clone jutsu, transformation, like that kind of stuff, and just basic chakra enhancement, they're not that good. Whereas Taisa is going to go ahead and, as he is seeing, this getting a little worse. Did Nanamo want to do anything?
Nanamo will make it, still wearing his costume, he will stand at the edge of the arena looking up at the crowd, and I will scan at any ninja guards who look like they are going to start heading down, and I will just glare at them. I will try to keep as many people out of this fight as I physically can without getting involved.
I'm gonna roll.
My hand will be on the hilt of my new katana, just to kind of emphasize this point.
I rolled a d6 to see who would get up as they saw Pero Jr. like going to flash more cash, and it was a 1. Exactly one ninja gets up, and he seems like he's actually about to go, but you're taking the help action pretty much. And as he sees like you seem like you don't want to see interference in this fight, he's gonna chill out, and you see Pero Jr. like, what? Take him down! But it ain't going too well. It ain't going too well. And as it continues, and these ninja are like trying to use clone jutsu and stuff, Taisa says, I'm done with this, and he's going to use a buki jutsu. He's going to use a cross strike to deal one blow with the fishing rod, and then another with the sledgehammer. And then in between those two blows, he's going to kind of jump between the line, so the two weapons will kind of wrap around his body and then do another attack against the the two ninja he just slashed the one time, if that makes any sense. So the centrifugal force of the weapons is going to like kind of whip around as he forces his way into the gap between them and the fishing line. And that whips those two ninja in the face, and they are taken down. And then he sees Pero Jr., and Pero Jr. sees him, and he sees that nobody else is coming to help him. And Pero Jr. begins to run. However, he doesn't get very far because Taisa, I will roll this. That is a... Yeah, no, he hits. Taisa is going to whip the fishing rod, actually just like Ninkin. And what happens is he just pretty much does like a hammer throw with it. And the sledgehammer is like pulled by the end of the line up, like in a perfect arc. And then it just caves Pero Jr.'s head in. He is dead.
My God. Ooh, that's gonna make...
Pero Jr. has lost. Taisa moves on into this would be the semifinals or the other prelims. Next round.
Well.
And that will be concluding the opening day of the Underground Hot Water Tournament. And you see Pero going, what a tremendous tournament. Oh my God. This is going to be one of the best ever. I'm so excited. It seems like I won't have an annoying little voice in always vying for my attention. This is going to be so good. And you see Pero Jr. just kind of getting cleaned up. All his father just continues to vamping. As Hikari pointed out last time, just enjoys hearing himself talk.
And I'm guessing Hikari is also hearing this whole speech?
Yeah. It was amazing.
She is.
What a
the
great
moment
opening
he
day.
says that about his son, she is immediately on the let's kill this asshole train.
Choo-choo.
Have I got like brain matter on me? Because I was stood right near the ring.
Unless
do
it's
a
the
dex
opposite
save.
side
Do a
of the
dex
ring
save.
from you.
Oh god. 8.
Oh, Nanamo. An entire like chunk, like onto the mask, like splats onto it. Ava, you see this? Yeah, you do see this.
I was gonna say, can I come over, playing the maid, be like, oh, sir, let me help clean this up to try and basically have an unspoken conversation with Nanamo real quick.
You can hear mild gagging, but I nod.
You can in fact do that because I haven't gotten you guys back together.
Boy, is it lucky that Hikari ain't here right now.
Oh yeah. So she's gonna be fussing. Oh sir, mark on your mask. While trying to convey a look that effectively is, we are so fucked. Taisa's insane and Sheenie's dead.
Taisa after all
trouble.
that is going to reseal his fishing rod and hammer, and he seems very pleased with himself. But he's like right now he's staring up at Pero, who is still vamping. I can't wait for dinner. Dinner's gonna be so good, and then I'm gonna go sleep in my amazing silk bed that was all made here in the land of hot water. It was all made here. And then tomorrow we're gonna have some more of the tournament. We might even film it this time. I'm getting kind of bold. It'll make good content. We gotta put it on Taijutsu Doc. I can't wait. Yeah, he's just still going while you guys are doing it.
Good. Yeah. So. Yeah, can I even convey that sort of message of Taisa's nuts? He's got no self-control. He's gonna get himself killed, which will be the death of our paycheck.
Yeah, Taisa's just walking by you guys, like not even. He seems so self-confident now in that he's.
Are we speaking, or were you just conveying this with your eyes? Because I will give
a
very different.
With a look, like
okay.
He's not going to say anything.
While cleaning brain matter off the mask, by the way.
Yeah. While cleaning brain matter off the mask, yeah. So she's saying very, soft words, very, sir, good fighting, by the way. But just her eyes like, we are fucked.
We are screwed.
He's like, we also probably, when he says go to bed, like I'm gonna sleep. She probably tries to give him a look of when he's asleep, come find me and Hikari. We need to talk. We need a fucking plan.
I will lean forward because I'm assuming I can leave and it'll be less suspicious than if they were to leave. I would just kind of
As of right now, to give you guys context for how you will be treated in terms of like, like where you will be going, you're giving free reign of like the underground fighting arena area that's like open to you guys. So honestly, going past like the top section of the stands, like out to the like exit areas, you might catch some interference there. But going towards like the little barracks area they have where you guys can bed down and get some rest before the next matches in the morning, or going towards the mess hall they have to eat some food, or interact with the kitchen staff who is connected to the mess hall. That's something you guys could do. And kitchens, like the wait staff and like the staff of the Perico who is working the underground arena, they also eat in the mess hall. So you guys could congregate there without looking super duper suspicious. Now, a fighter, a maid, and a cook sitting together, that'll look a little weird. But if you were like, oh, I had to,
Yeah, that's why she was going when Pero goes to sleep.
Yeah, I'll nod.
And question: are the barracks separated by gender?
No. There's no way there's no way Pero's it could be seen as a precaution, but he doesn't think in terms of Shinobi then made up of different genders for like specific reasons because of like the cultural significance of Shinobi and Kunoichi and like infiltration and seduction missions and all that.
I was mostly just asking because if they're separated by gender, it would look really sus for Nanamo to be going over to the women's dorm.
No, Nanamo, there is no women's dorm. He's not like maintaining decorum. He's maintaining order to like keep himself safe and keep the term pretty well. But yeah, right. You guys are going into the dinner for the first day as of right now. Pero Jr. has been, he's being scooped up. A lot of the other losers you guys have seen being carted out, or they're being kicked out from what you can tell. And a lot of Pero's goodwill is going away, it seems.
Hello again. My internet cut out for a moment there.
Oh, you're back.
Okay.
We hear you.
Yep. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it seems like he's Pero seems he seems almost bummed out. Because he calls it into the matches and even kicks out all the losers. No. Okay, no, I'm sorry. That I shouldn't have read that. That was an if statement. I gotta do better about looking at notes. Yeah, you guys are going into dinner right now, and honestly, I have a note here that says, the next little free action section. Dinner and the night section are pretty much connected as time periods as of right now. So, you guys currently have free reign.
Cool. I'm guessing
you guys currently have free reign, and you are all congregating in the currently as of by proxy of Rune being so close to the kitchen and by you guys being kind of directed out of the spectating area to begin getting ready to chill out.
Do Dave and Hikari have jobs they're meant to be doing at the moment, like cooking, serving, cleaning, anything like that, or is this a break?
Hikari would probably be serving. There'll probably be a thing where you guys need to get in line and try and get served by her if you wanted to interact with her. Serving, cleaning, busing, anything you would be doing during like a lunch rush or like a rush while working actual like kitchen staff, because you probably wouldn't eat until after everyone else was done, along with other staff like Ava. Well, Ava might be doing like the finishing. Well, you guys might eat. You might be doing the finishing touches on some of the rooms. Or you might be in here going ahead and getting in line to eat after all the other fighters. So you could kind of, if you wanted to not look suspicious again, as a free idea, you could get in line right behind Nanamo and have Nanamo take up the back of the line.
I was going to say, if, Eva probably will go and do, rooms with the other maids just because she was just, seen showing special attention to the masked poet. She's not going to then hang out with him. It's meant to be very much he's any other client. Back to work. Yeah. There was no communication. There was nothing special. Even if she's hungry, she can go without food.
Okay.
Just try and be the least suspicious she can be.
I I've got a question. Is Hikari on the front handing out food? Is she bringing food out? Is it kind of like a school system where I get a little tray, I have to go down the line and pick up things?
That's what I'm imagining in my head. The school system. She would be like lunch eating it, but it's
Nice.
separate.
Is Hikari, where would you be in comparison to everything?
I'm assuming that I would be here at a little serving station thing.
You're ladling Pero Sparrows. It's not like it's one of the brands of Pero Sparrows. It's like Pero Sparrows and dumplings, almost like chicken and dumplings. So you're like ladling that into like actual like cafeteria trays, pretty much. Like the longer you guys are looking at this stuff, the less a lot of that. It's gonna be the best accommodations. I went all out. The more that seems like bullshit.
What I will do then is before going up to get food, I will write a note. For Hikari. Just
roll
saying.
me a sleight of hand.
Oh, yeah, I will pull away a little bit to do it.
I kind of need 2 sleight of hands, so I need one for writing them and then slipping it.
I have an idea of how to give it to her.
Okay.
Which would probably be more deception than anything.
Okay. Then do me a sleight of hand for writing it, and then do me one for rolling it or for getting it to her.
Okay, it's 15 for sleight of hand for writing it. Just
you're good.
Inconspicuously. Just at the stop, it will say "I'm sorry" when you unfold it. And then as I start heading round, when I get to Hikari's section. I'm sorry. You're mighty cute. Here's where I'll be. Come and see me later. And I'll hand it over to her. And just pray to fucking God she takes it and start moving on.
That MC from the mass poet. He's got that dog in him. What a dirty man.
From?
And Hikari
I'm your new biggest fan.
Red takes the note and runs off blushing like crazy.
Wait, I would my sparrows and dumplings.
I apologize under my breath.
He's gonna that ninja who was doing the MC. He's actually gonna reach in to get his own dumplings, and a kunai is gonna chunk through his hand. Like another ninja serving in the kitchen with you guys, because there's always a ninja, guys, and some of them just like do the work. So like, there's one ninja who just walks around like with one maid outfit on. There's one ninja who walks around just like with a janitorial hat on. And there's one ninja who walks around the kitchen with the chef hat on. He's actually the head chef. So yeah, he put a ninja through that guy's hand for reaching over into the like serving area and trying to serve himself.
I don't want any of that anyway.
And then he threatens to kill him if he bleeds on the food.
Okay, I'll just go with what I've got. Hikari, when you read the note, first of all, like I said, big bold letters. I'm so sorry. Seems the easiest way to get you a message. You and Hikari a message. I will, and it's just Nanamo saying, I will come and meet you as transformed. I will say Bona Sensei, and that will be your sign. It's me.
Okay then.
And that'll be all the thing says.
You guys are mean.
I needed something that would not be casually said.
He immediately slips it into the
Eat it.
beige pocket, because I'm assuming she's still got her coat somewhere on her.
Let me just remind myself. Okay. I can see how that could be a smart move. All right. The note is currently in the beige pocket. So yeah, Nanamo goes off. Are you like just gonna forgo eating the meal, or are you just gonna go back to your assigned room, or?
I'm gonna go back to my assigned room so I can take off my mask and eat. I'm trying to minimize the amount of like exposure my face gets.
Okay, yeah, they'll let you do that. As you're walking, the maid ninja is going to walk, like he's gonna walk from like the edge of the hallway of the barracks and kind of stand in front of you and say, well, you are allowed to eat in the rooms. We ask that you please don't make a big mess. It's hard on the wait staff.
Of course.
Okay,
There was
he'll
this.
stand aside, and he's going to. Ooh, okay. He let you buy an animal.
I'll just look. There was this maid who helped clean some muck off. I would like her specifically to tidy my room. Purple hair. Bad attitude. If you could send it, I would really appreciate it.
Mass poet, make a persuasion roll.
I'm leaving this room a shithole.
Oh, no.
13.
13. You see his eyes kind of narrow because they had those like generic ninja things on. So you like all you really the eyes and the little slit. You see his eyes kind of narrow, and he seems like he's a little like, well, I suppose you are, the tournament favorite, so you might be joining the militia soon. And
Yes.
as strong as you are, you could be fairly high up, so it might be smarter not to run afoul of you. But can I ask why you want her specifically?
She just seemed like she would give me the most amount of attention and would keep my room clean and to my standard.
Roll deception with advantage because he doesn't want to peer too closely into your stuff.
16.
You got advantage.
Yeah, that was with advantage.
Okay.
I had a 12.
He'll leave it alone, but he seems weirded out because like the mass poet outfit, the way I've been envisioning it, you like you're still Nanamo's age. You look like you've been transformed a little bit to like the
I
outfit.
imagine I've given myself a little bit of height.
Yeah, I feel like you have a little bit of height. So right now you look a little weird. You look a little weird. You like to run in the same circles that Pero runs, that Pero and Gato used to run.
They can think about me what they want to think. All I am doing is I'm going to make it so Ava has to tidy my fucked up room.
Sure, he'll do that because
And
also
you're also making it so that there is a very easy way for her, you two to meet
a
up
win-win for me.
semi-regularly.
Yeah, you also did that. You also did that well enough that he thinks like, oh, well, you know what, Master Gato would probably want like one of the new recruits spied on before he joins the fold. So it makes sense to add his new spot in there. So.
Yes, please tell me it wasn't actually to make the communication easier. He just spitefully wants her to clean up after
I
him.
didn't even think about the communication until Rune brought it up.
Okay. I will allow you all to just congregate in Nanamo's room solely because we're like an hour in, and I don't think you guys have been like as a party together for a while. And this will help me get a little more structure for the next few things going on. So if you guys want to just meet up in Nanamo's room, Hikari under horrible circumstances and Ava under the circumstances of I guess being told to clean while this is happening.
Cool, Ava will, she will clean, she'll have her backs to them. She'll be, the image
There's
of professionalism.
The rooms are private.
Okay.
Oh, still gonna.
Now you don't know how like
professionalism.
room tight they are, but yeah, the rooms are private. Nobody can actually see into them if you've closed the door and all that. So yeah, this is a closed off space where you could drop the espionage for a bit.
She's not gonna. Just going to clean, going to have her back turned, air of discretion. Because she is convinced that they are in a very bad position and will not be the one that drags them down.
Aww. Ava.
So she'll just, she'll be cleaning, she'll wait for Nanamo to start the conversation. She'll actively look away, just like, oh, you've got a girl in here. I'm part of the furniture, Discretion.
The first thing I do when Hikari gets in, I'm so sorry, Hikari. I just didn't know how else to get you a letter.
It's alright, it's alright.
Okay.
I understand. It's just, that's sadly the first time someone's ever flirted with me like that.
I'm sorry. Just I'm super apologetic about it. Anyway, I don't know.
Think that the weight stuff might have gotten the wrong idea.
That's fine, because it looks less weird if you come into my room now. So, does anyone know where Shini Sensei is? I've not been able to spot him.
Haven't figured it out yet. Nope.
I know.
And I haven't been trying to figure it out.
Yeah, the Bone Boys. I think he's hanging with her and my families. The
Oh, I'm
exhibition.
sorry. I just realized
talking
something.
about?
Waraji advanced to the second round. Waraji did not get out. Waraji is still in here.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Ava's just cryptically saying he's dead.
Yeah.
You know, you just dropped
What
that bombshell.
And in fact, you currently hear a little bit of, which is him trying to go see the medical wing where they were taking the people who got.
Ah.
Okay.
What makes you think that, Ava?
Exhibition. He was among the ones the dog fucked up. I spotted him before he went down.
He wasn't part of that group, Ava.
That-
I checked.
That-
That
was.
doesn't sound like something Sheenie Sensei would do, though.
No, no,
Yeah.
no. No, listen to me. He's fucking dead. Accept it. Make a plan moving forward. Like, she's not even trying to be antagonistic. This is
Yeah,
this is
this is
pragmatic.
just,
Trying to, being like, okay, I don't have time to argue with you and do our normal game. Just trust me. He's fucking dead. We need to make a plan. Is the vibe she's giving.
To which Hikari takes a deep breath and goes, okay, let's say, for the sake of argument, that he is dead. What do we do next?
Well, we got to make sure that the fucking crazy one, gets what he wants. Otherwise, this whole
crazy
fucking
one?
thing's pointless.
Hmm.
Abe would probably realize, oh, you didn't see that, and just go, Chadanari is insane.
Ooh, okay, that'll be interesting.
What
You're just
do
gonna say,
you mean?
Chadanari is insane. I mean, he's fucking insane. He's gonna look to Nanamo like, back me up here.
I kind of I nod along. I had to cool him down while we were waiting for our chance to go. I'm not entirely sure he's thinking with his head. He's just wanting to kill the boss.
I think we should probably try and get to the bottom of that one too. Just because if we can convince him to knock that shit off long enough to get the job done and not be a fucking liability, that will make all of our lives easier and likely longer.
I don't know how we're
Okay.
going to do that.
Well,
Okay. First, so what are our priorities? What do we need to do immediately, and what
You
can
guys
Hayden
hear
do
a
next
knock
day?
on Nanamo's door.
Ava will get it. Ava will get it.
I
'Cause,
pulled the
she's-
mask down.
Yep, she's doing stuff. How can I help you? A little bit of shake to her voice.
Roll a dex check real quick.
Dex check. Oh dear.
All of us?
Okay, is it a dex
No,
saving
just
throw or a
just
dex?
Ava, just check.
That would be 16.
Yeah, you jump out of the way. It's Taisa. Taisa he knocked on the door, and as soon as you open it, he's kind of like nervous about getting inside. Not nervous, but like anxious about getting. Not even anxious, but like urgent about getting inside and like being out of sight. So he hops in extremely quick. And it seems like he was about to like try and cover your mouth and push you out of the way and make sure you didn't make a noise as he got in and closed the door really quick behind him. Then he's like, "Okay, so we're killing Gato. Are we killing Para? Right? We're all ready, right?"
No.
Okay,
fucking
slow
moron.
down. Oh,
I thought you guys were finding the evidence that we would need to out him, so we can just go ahead and get him over with.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
know
what we're
we
going to do at the
realised.
end.
Only
We've been here for
just
10 fucking
arrived
minutes.
here.
The end. He deserves to die immediately.
Yes, he absolutely
now.
fucking does. Yes, he does. But guess what? No one gets what they deserve in this fucking shithole world. So do you know what we're going to do? We're going to play this fucking smart. Because your half-cocked shit is otherwise going to get us all fucking killed. So shut the fuck up and listen to the professionals that you at least at some point had the good fucking sense to hire.
You shut the fuck up. I don't give a damn what you. Oh, good. Oh.
Everyone, stop right now! Look, we all
Ava's gonna
agree
fall
that.
silent.
Look, we all agree here that Pero is a piece of shit, hit asshole who does not deserve the wonderful gift that his life, when and so many good people have had to be taken away, had it taken away from them. But we are not going to get anywhere if he just rush in like bulls in a china shop. We have to be smart and we have to think ahead. If we just go in guns blazing and kill him right away, hey, all of us are going to get killed as well, and nothing is going to change anyway because some other prick will just take over his empire. Yeah, we have to completely crumble it down. And if we're going to change anything, and for that, we have to be smart and we have to gather the evidence we need first.
Ava's just gonna nod, just like, yeah, fuck yeah, Hikari, you're absolutely right. Just, yes.
Well, have you found any evidence yet?
We've been here an hour.
No,
you
because
moron.
we've been establishing.
What have you been looking? What have you been doing? What did you do? I saw you go towards Pero's office. What did you do? You didn't find anything?
I infiltrated, and now I have access to things that we otherwise wouldn't. So I can start looking for that evidence when there aren't people walking around fucking constantly.
There will always be people walking around constantly. This is why I got the professional ninja, because I thought the professional ninja could do the professional ninja stuff, but I think I might be able to sneak around better than you guys. So honestly, listen, you guys got to find some evidence in like the next little while, or else I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I'll do it, and we'll cancel the mission, and I'll do it myself.
You'll die. You'll achieve nothing.
Seems worth it to kill this bastard.
You won't kill him.
For a second, you won't get past Ninken.
Here's something I found. You can't get within 15 feet of him before someone notices. I was testing that, specifically for when it comes time to do that. If you get within 15 feet of him, they will cut you down. So congratulations, you're dead, he's fine. Is that what you want, moron?
You guys aren't real heroes.
You're fucking right,
Well,
Wendy.
I don't remember ever claiming to be a hero.
I know you did. Don't worry about that. Listen, we have to do something. Sitting around here and all this talking. Why don't you guys go look around the kitchen and do your thing?
We're reconvening and getting our knowledge together so we are on the same page.
Is it really smart to bunch up like this? Aren't we hiding from a dog guy? Don't we?
And as this is being said, you guys are actually going to hear another.
Ava will answer again. Ava will answer because she's the maid.
Maid, get out here.
She'll open the door. She'll be all professionality, but she's going to give Taisa the dirtiest of look before she opens the door. Like, if you have fucking got me killed, I will haunt you. And how can I help?
It's Ninken.
Ninken, sir.
Actually, no, it wouldn't be Ninken if he said. Okay, never mind. It's two ninja and Ninken. And Ninken
how
is
can I help you, sirs?
He's gonna look kind of serious, and he's gonna wave. Russian at Rome.
Beg your pardon?
Room's wrong with us.
This is the masked poet's room.
Well, that's Rowan, huh?
Yep, she's going to open the door a bit wider, show the masked poet.
I've got my mask on 100%.
You see Ninken kind of lean forward a little bit to where that extended snout that kind of pokes into his little ninja mask is kind of poking out, and that's starting to poke way into the room. Like, for you guys, honestly, it probably looks a little cute. He's like his little boopers, like his little snooters going in there, his little sniffer. But it's doing the job. It's sniffing. Now he's gonna roll a advantage perception check.
Can Ava whisper something in his ear? Real quick?
You can.
Yeah, she's basically, there you go. I'm checking whether he's one of them. is just what she's gonna say. We'll whisper it quietly, like effectively make it seem like she's interrogating him subtly.
He's gonna say,
Like a vibe of, "Hey, you kind of interrupted that." Is a little bit annoyed. Like,
well,
I was just canvassing him.
Lincoln got pretty good on his rolls. He seems like he's pretty sure of something right now. In fact, remember you said it was Team 7. See, the interesting thing about Team 0 compared to Team 7 is that it has 2 girls and a guy versus 2 boys and a girl. And as of right now, you have currently pointed Lincoln to 2 guys and a girl after saying it was Team 7.
You?
Oh no.
So he clocks that, but he clocks that. He clocks that. However, he seems like he isn't going to act on that right now, and you might want to roll insight on it. He just seems he is going to act on that right now, and he's going to look back to Ava. You can, you can all roll, but he's going to close the door and say, "Master Rero wants to see you."
Of course, sir. Also, that was a 22.
You said insight, correct?
Yeah, you can roll insight to see why he's not really like he gave like a little. Well, yeah, you can roll in. I'll give you.
I got a 20, not a nat 20.
Okay.
Oh my god! Insight, did you say? Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Just
you can roll insight to see what he was thinking when he saw you guys in there.
23.
Wow.
Nice.
20.
You
22.
all immediately saw like a look of recognition and suspicion in his eyes. However, it seems like he has bigger fish to fry as of currently, and or like it might be old news. But like seeing you all together might have confirmed something for him, maybe. But yeah, Ava, he's now leading you to. I mean, to be fair, congregating in the room was kind of a trap that y'all fell for. Taisa was going to sneak out no matter what. Yeah, you're being led to Perros. Meanwhile, you guys are all back in the mass poet's room still, as Ava is being led away.
I just, as much as I can convey through the mask, I give you a look like, don't die, please.
Yeah.
As soon as the door is closed, Hikari turns to Taisa and tells him, if anything happens to Ava, you will not live to see another sunrise.
Oh, Hikari.
If we don't figure this out, none of us are going to live to see another sunrise. And honestly, I'm fine with that as long as this bastard goes in the ground tonight. I ain't leaving the land of hot water with him alive.
We can't kill him tonight. What do you want us to do? Sneak in? We're not entirely sure where our sensei is. Ava seems to be...
The tournament is only 3 days.
That means we've got another 48 hours to do something.
That's 48 hours to get your 48 hours to get your evidence and kill him and then get out of the entirety of the land of hot water.
Look, you want to do this? That's fine. But you will not have our backup. If you go in there now, guns blazing, your odds are best for survival with us by your side. Now wait, let us do some reconnaissance. We've got someone going to his room. Any extra entrances, windows, anything we can get in to use to our advantage. But you want to go swinging for the guy who killed 15 ninjas in about 2 seconds? Be my guest.
Well, I think the greedy emo chick is just getting court-martialed or something. I don't think that's going well for her.
Right. I'm going to go do some scouting. You guys can do whatever you want to do. Nanamo will put the masked poet's stuff at the end of his bed. He will use the transformation jutsu to look like a female version of himself wearing a maid outfit similar to Ava. And he will just head off and start walking around as inconspicuously as possible, and even doing small little knickknacks and jobs to try and do a bit more scouting.
Okay.
Hikari is going to go back to the kitchen and rustle up some sweet dumplings.
Okay, that's actually something I wanted to do, so we're gonna go on with you right now. Hikari, are you? You go to the kitchen to rustle up sweet dumplings. As you are going, you realize like, it is like nighttime, so like there is not really kitchen staff meant to be in the kitchen right now. You see like some faint lights on in there just because you have like some appliances that give off light. Yeah, but as you're going into that area, you're gonna notice that area that was kind of adjacent to it, to like the entrance of the kitchen, in the mess hall and stuff, that the fighters who lost were taken away to, as it was being described as a med bay. There's a lot more light coming out of like the cracks in that door, and you can roll. What's your passive perception again? What was it 11?
My passive perception is 11.
You don't notice it then. You don't notice the sound, but yeah, you notice the light.
So, roll perception?
You can if you want to.
I got a 17.
You hear people screaming, like every once in a while. Like actually, you heard a call for help.
Yeah, Hikari is going to.
In fact, with that, not only did you hear a call for help, but you also have just realized at some point you stopped hearing Waraji arguing to try and go investigate the medbay.
Frick. I am going to roll stealth because I am going to try sneaking closer to the door.
Okay.
Ooh. I just got a non-nat 20.
You got a nat 20?
Non-nat.
Oh, a non-nat. Okay. I was about to say.
Yeah.
With a crit, I would have done something cool. As you sneak by, you actually realize there are ninjas stationed by this area. They've already raided the pantry, and you see two of them like kind of leaned against a wall with a bowl of sweet dumplings, just kind of chilling. But the closer you've gotten, like now you definitely hear like that's people like screaming. You've heard help now for sure.
Am I close enough to peek through the door, or am I just seeing these guys outside the door guarding it?
I'll tell you for free what would happen if you peek through the door. If you peek through the door, you'll see it's a hallway and it leads down into like a lower section of the arena. So there's like an even lower floor. But you can hear like sound echoing up from there. The guards are like they're caught off guard, and you roll too high for them to notice you, unless you do something to break stealth.
I am just thinking, what would be the safer play?
Would you like to roll intelligence for advice or a plan?
Yes, please.
Go for it.
Okay, that was a really bad roll. I rolled a 3, and my intelligence is 13.
Oh, you are an intel officer. Your plus for that should be with a 13, or is that a 13 or a modified 16?
I think modified 16.
With a modified 16, you can probably tell that, okay, you said you were giving medical attention. It's not illegal to host a tournament. I think it is illegal to give like improper medical attention or like cruel and vicious punishment, or to hold people without due cause to do so. You get the feeling something off rip might be going
something
on.
Is definitely off.
So this might be one of the first like solid pieces of like, okay, this is dirt. This is good dirt. So it might be best to go back and just try and find a different way of logging it. You could maybe try and get Taisa to see this so he could see like, okay, we found something, just continue to chill out. Or you can go back and tell somebody, there's a few things you could do. With that modified 16, you also probably know going in there. Oh, Hikari Kesho, you've just received your first hero or legend.
Okay.
Your hero option will be play things smart. Go back, try and wait, inform your teammates of what you've just found. and hope that in doing so you can I'll let you use the exact same stealth roll you just used to get past these guards who are guarding this door. They will not notice if you do this. Or you venture in by yourself to investigate further to see if you can get something further of noteworthy proof, or even just grab something before something happens between you leaving and coming back now, to see what could happen.
Yeah, I'm going to go the legendary option because
oh wow,
Hikari would not be able to ignore those cries for help.
Wow. Hikari Kesho, I want you to roll me a sleight of hand for opening the door without it creak or anything.
Ooh, that's a good roll. Sleight of hand. I got a 17.
You click it open, but you do it just so perfectly, just so practiced, because you have to sneak out of the house early in the morning to go on hunting trips and get past your little siblings, and they've tuned their own little good, near hunter ears to hear the clicks of that the tumblers in that door. You open it, you slip right in. You are now in a hallway leading down into a deeper, darker area where you can see some faint blue lights, and you can still hear some voice. In fact, you hear "Someone help! Can anyone help? Hey!" You hear Raj, I don't think anyone's coming. I mean, they'll probably just say you dropped out of the tournament, bud. You hear that.
Hikari is going to go further in as quietly as she can in hopes of not drawing any undue attention and getting closer to whoever might need help, and while also making sure that she's not drawing any attention to them or to herself.
Okay.
So roll stealth? Or is the
I'm actually
old
gonna let you
18
keep.
still good?
I'm gonna let you keep your old modified 16. The reason I'm gonna do that is because we're gonna swap perspectives real quick. I believe Ava's the last person I left who hasn't gotten to do anything RP wise in a bit.
Yeah.
Ava, you have been brought to Gato's quarters by Ninkin. There are two ninja by the door, and he waves them away. In fact, they seem kind of weirded out that he's bringing them here. And then he opens the door for you and follows you in.
Ava will step in.
Gato is not in the room.
Pero?
Pero's not in the room.
Okay. Ava's just going to...
And you remember the policy that Ninja told you last time was nobody enters unless Master Pero.
Okay. Ava's going to look at Ninkin and say, where's the boss?
Out.
Okay, then why am I here?
We're gonna have a rock.
Okay. She's just going to try and keep poker face.
We have a Shinori training. Nindra.
I beg your pardon? She understood. She's buying time.
Rock. Smell of rock. Strong chakra.
Oh, I wouldn't say
Not
I'm
average.
strong.
Not average. Average chakra smell different.
Yes. Yep, it's true. I did some of this work for Mr. Gato. And so I had to learn a few things to make sure that his enemies didn't hurt him.
Where did you train? Master.
Book learning, largely through scrolls and self-taught. I don't mean to brag, but I am something of a genius.
And so modest, too.
That is a truthful statement, actually. It was in the canon. It was in the canon that she had clone and
Yeah, I know.
Transformation. So I can't make a roll deception on that one.
I know, but it's very much a tease that friends would do.
And then he is going to. I'm trying to remember what his he's gonna say
You already found Ninja, haven't you?
Yes, I found Ninja. Yes, most of the participants. I was just trying to get some of the ones that seemed a little odd to open up to me.
Reef Ninja, Red Ross.
I'm not sure whether they'll leave Ninja yet. I'm still trying to ascertain that, but they're certainly suspect, so I need a bit more time to earn their trust. I mean, that's a fair statement, isn't it? Also, all they need for an excuse to converge with their teammates.
Roll deception, because you just said something which is inconsistent to him. However, you can't really.
Ooh, that's not great. Yeah, that's a 14.
I'm sorry, that's too low.
Yeah, I had a feeling
Avo.
it would be.
Transformation does not change your scent.
I think I know where this is going, and I
And
don't
now
like it.
that you've just gone back to gather with two people who you spent a lot of time with, Hikari and Nanamo. You spent a lot of time with them.
Mhm.
Now that you've gone back to kind of like bathe in a room where you guys were like locked in together, so now your scents are all kind of intermingled again. Now that like whiff he caught of them on you earlier when you passed, and would have caught of you when you went to Yakiniku Q. He's gotten 3 times to catch that. He is now extremely suspect of you.
Okay.
Oh, good. Fantastic.
Lying.
Ava's just not going to say anything, you know? Like, she's going to try and make it seem like she's, telling the truth and doesn't really know why he would say that.
He's gonna say,
You only trolled Roof once. Said work for Gato.
They're just going to just keep looking surprised. Like, of course I worked for Mr. Gato. Mr. Pero never even seen me working for Mr. Gato. He's like, yeah, he would back that statement up is kind of what she's trying to imply. She's trying to gaslight him into doubting himself.
he's extremely roll persuasion.
Okay, that is...
Because that's more of like trying to massage the narrative, like why the scents are kind of
23.
inconsistent. Okay, that's strong enough. He seems like he backs off a little bit, but he seems like he's like,
Listen, I know what you're doing here.
She's just gonna like look like, what am I doing here? Like, basically trying to get him to explain without being confrontational about it, which is very difficult.
Everyone at Crumbs has bloodlust. Rave. But some people come. Revenge. Vengeance. And I smelt it off you.
Oh yes, I
Stink
do
of
have...
vengeance.
Oh, there are those I wish revenge on. Absolutely.
You and that boy fighting with the fishing pole. I don't like how he smells.
There's something off about him. Ava's just gonna agree, because that's true. She thinks
Soaked
Taisa
in
is
blood.
nuts.
Soaked in blood.
Yes, he was one of the ones I was trying to get a better read on.
and then let me do a roll in private. 11. Okay, never mind. You got a little more time. I'm trying to see if your legend or hero should proc, but you're keeping this from escalating farther than it should.
Ava's being very careful because she knows she can't take Ninkin in a fight, so she also has some things she wants to know about him.
Well, he's already distinguished that he doesn't like he still doesn't completely believe your intentions of like why you are here on the land of hot water. So yeah, the more you interact in this, the more he's are you really here?
Okay. You want to know why I'm really here? Brass tacks. No flowery words for Mr. Pero. I believe that he will be able to make my wish come true, because that's the prize for this tournament, and I'm not much of a fighter. I can't win the tournament, but if I win his favor, he might be able to make my wish come true. Technically a true statement. Her wish is to see him dead, and if she gets close, that will allow her wish to come true. Him being dead.
Roll. Actually, no. Here's how I'm gonna roll. Play this. Roll stealth because that sentiment entitles bloodlust, which means you have to hide your bloodlust.
Oh, that's not great.
Yeah,
That's...
you're a ninja.
Actually, no, that is good. I didn't realize I had such good stealth. I guess I have proficiency. That is a 19.
Ninkin seems satisfied for now.
Oh, Ava wants to ask him what his wish was, but she knows it's kind of dumb to do that now, so she's just gonna hold her tongue.
Well, she could do that, but actually, no. You already said bullshit.
She's gonna take that as the wishes of one. Wait, he's saying he can't grant wishes. Genuine, like, horror in her eyes.
Get out of here. Don't worry about it.
She's gonna walk away. She's gonna scurry away as told. Yeah.
I feel like Peril was supposed to be in here. Oh no. Yeah. Are you opening the door?
Yep, opening the door.
Peril is back. He wasn't
Good
doing
evening,
it.
Mr. Pero.
Hello, have you come to finally make my report? Oh, Ninkin, you know the rules, boy. You're not supposed to be in here without your master. But it's okay. I see you brought my spy. She must be here to make my report. Go ahead, dear. We only have 2 more days of tournament left. We can't afford to have this rogue, elite, radical ninja element in the tournament. We have to get it out.
Should Ava do something brave, but possibly could blow up?
That's the thing. Ava, Ninkin has just given you a lot of signs that he is actually not all that loyal to Pero. You kind of get the feeling that, like, okay, Genie Sensei's dead. We kind of need a new sensei. Beyond that, he's right here. He's completely let his guard down from me. And if we just get rid of him and like with impunity throughout the night, we might be able to find what we need.
Okay, like, so when you say get rid of, do you mean get him fired? Because
Ava Rice, your hero legend moment. The first of the campaign is now. You can be a hero. Take out Pero. This man who you know what he is. You don't need to find evidence. Your assumptions are all correct. You know for a fact what is going on here. He's vulnerable. Even if Ninkin were to try and act against you, he couldn't stop you. And you could at least take him hostage, and they have all the leverage in this place right now. You could have people maybe give you what you want. Your hero option, do what Taisa was talking about. Just get rid of this guy. Stop pussyfooting. Just end it. He's in range. Just do it.
My legend?
Your legend, try and misdirect Pero. Try and buy yourself more time. Try and get out of this specific situation where he's asking for like some kind of some patsy or scapegoat.
Yep. Yeah. Ava's gonna pick legend because she chewed Taisa out for, saying let's rush in, so she wouldn't make that same thing herself. Instead, she's just going to look at Pero and say, oh, I was actually in the process of interrogating a suspicious shinobi, one who Ninkin will attest has strange bloodlust about him. But unfortunately, I was pulled away too soon. I fear that may have damaged my investigation. I might need more time to rebuild the trust and avoid suspicion. She's not going to specifically say Ninkin pulled me away, but she's basically making it so that everything she says is factually true, so if pressed, Ninkin will have to back her up. Kind of implying,
It's also a bit
Ninkin fucked me here.
the best way to lie, with the truth.
Exactly. Also, maybe try and drive a little wedge between Ninkin and Pero, you know?
And is this true, Ninkin? Did you stop my spy? Why would you stop my when she's looking into the corruption, trying to drain the swamp? Why did you do it?
And Ninkin is
Sorry, sir. Sorry, Mr. Eva. Won't happen again.
It's
and
okay, Ninkin.
as he's bowing, you see him kind of cut his eyes back up at you, and you see like he did that purposely. He was not trying to throw you under the bus. In fact, from this interaction, I would say I wouldn't even make you roll insight. It seems like he wants you to get out of here.
Okay, let's roll. So I do need to roll inside, or don't?
No, you don't. I won't make you roll. It seems like he wants you to abandon like whatever you were trying to.
Cool. Ava will step out. She will leave. She'll just say, "I'll get back to work." You know, thank you, sir. Have a good night.
Anyway, Ninkin, now that that's over, go ahead and hail up the snake.
And then the door closes.
Cool. Here's the thing. Can Ava try and listen a little bit before she leaves? Like, not long enough that it would be noticeable, but maybe, she's trying to, like, adjust part of, like, her outfit, make it just the ninja guards see that it's not, obvious that she's trying to listen in as she's just, like, for a couple seconds. She wants to hear the end of the sentence before she goes.
Let me just do a few rolls beforehand. But nat 1. With 3. 17. So 15, and then the last one. 9. You've been given that, not free reign, but you've been given that, like, leeway. The guards don't really seem all that interested in you, as long as you don't do anything, like, too out of the pocket. You can sit there and just roll perception to hear.
Like, it's not going to be, like, a long stay. Like, literally just, into the next sentence, maybe the next one, but while plausibly, like, just...
Okay, you just wanted to hear what was saying as the door.
Like, as in, basically, she wants to, just, like, basically, without being too sus. She doesn't, like, how much she can get in the time it would take her to, like, buckle her shoe, adjust her thing, try and make another facade of, I'm trying to look presentable as I am a representative of Perroco, sort of thing. So however much I can get out of that.
Yeah, you hear.
Okay, Ninkin, go ahead and get out the heavy, get out the snake. I need to talk to him. Go ahead. I don't like doing it, but I hate all of these scandals. I hate all these snake scandals, but I gotta talk to him again. If all these rogue and ninja elements are running around, I'm gonna need some.
And that's all you hear.
Okay, Ava's going to, look like she's going to vomit as, she walks away with purpose, just trying to throw up in her mouth.
Ava, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 11.
He's not. You notice one of the ninja who's watching the door looks at you kind of intently as you're walking away queasy.
Okay. I was going to notice that and be like, that's going to add to her.
He also seems a tad suspicious.
Her heart is hammering in her chest. She wants to get away, Where is not really relevant at this point, so long as it's not here.
Okay.
Meaning she'd probably actually try and get to the kitchen for a glass of water. That's probably what she wants.
Ooh, okay, you made your way there. All right, Nanamo, we haven't been back to you in a while. What have you been? Where'd you go to do your recon at?
I would have walked, try and got some distance away from my room, and just took to doing like a genuinely decent patrol of the area, seeing just the layout of the building, trying to get familiar with it. If I needed to, if there's rafters or any areas that I could feasibly get to and stay hidden, I'm just sneaking my way around using a combination of my own stealth skills and the transformation I've put up.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a Give me a stealth and a performance, please. Because you're made Nanamo right now.
Stealth. 15.
Oh, you're good.
Stealth. Performance, yeah, that's great. 6.
You seem very like uncomfortable as Nate made Nanamo, but like in terms of like people noticing you, it's not super easy. You're doing a fairly decent job of like moving around the. Yeah, but if you're just kind of moving around, Perico, like right now, it seems like it's pretty dead. It seems like everybody else is going ahead and turned in for the night. There might have been a few other contestants who you know, like a little smoking area or something like that. For now, a lot of them are turning in for the night. You would see like around the kitchen area where, in fact, yeah, if you're still around there, you would see it would begin to approach it. You would see the door that Hikari went down a little while ago. Who are around it.
Yep. Okay.
Axel, what's your passive perception?
Me.
Hmm. Yes, you.
Yeah, sorry. You cut out for me. 15.
You notice that door is ajar. And you hear you can hear the faint little like that Hikari heard when she was around the same distance.
I mean, if I can get to if I can approach it, I will. See if I can just follow up what the sound is.
Yeah, you can approach.
Yeah. I'll start heading that way then. Just once again, very cautiously keeping track of what's going on and
Okay. What is Taisa doing right now?
Come on, Taisa, don't
Whatever
do
he's
us.
doing, he rolled an 18 on it. So
He's doing good.
excuse me.
Please don't.
Excuse me. That's an unmodified 18. He actually would have gotten a 21.
Please don't be doing something dumb, Taisa. Please don't be doing something dumb spectacularly well.
Where's the-
Please don't be doing something stupid. Please don't be doing something stupid. Please don't be
He'll be
doing
doing
something
something
stupid.
stupid.
Oh, he probably is. The question is, who's going to balls it up worse? Him, what Ava's about to do, I think, now that she's
Taisa,
panicked.
you guys heard Taisa say that like within 3 hours thing. It hasn't been 3 hours. So you feel like you might have around that before. He's preparing an action. Taisa has just prepared an action on which he has received a 21. So I mean he succeeds. I'll just let you know. He's succeeded in the action already before he's even done it. Yeah, okay. None I know you didn't get to do a lot just there, but technically last time you got to have an entire fight and Hikari had to. Hikari, back to you. You have proceeded down into an area that is pretty overtly a damn dungeon. Like there aren't really that many ands, ifs, or like buts about it. There are cages. You see
Immediate reaction, WTF.
Yeah, you see a lot of the both fighters and like you see people who are dressed in like waitstaff outfits who they look like kind of emaciated. So yeah, you just stumbled upon. Hiring. Yeah, that's why he was hiring. You just stumbled upon Gato's prison. Peros. I'm sorry. Most of the people are like they seem like too tired or like they're asleep. Your stuff was so good that they wouldn't notice you, but you would see that awake in one of the cells is Zori and Waraji. And Zori seems like he got roughed up like after he got pulled away. So getting a medical, they kind of beat him up pretty badly. And then Waraji seems like he's been whooped up, but to get in here, he probably took that damage.
Yeah. She immediately starts going to them. Because they seem like the most healthy at the moment and the most likely to be able to at least help with the others who aren't too bad to move.
Okay, you go over and you hear, I don't know, RJ. Out of everything, I'm sure I got a few broken ribs and it feels like the guy really
shucks, he almost got my heart when he with that kunai, but everything that losing my sword hurt me the most. I feel like such a failure as a man and a fighter, a samurai.
I wish I could see it once more before I die.
as they hear that, hey, Waji goes, shh, sorry. Hey, it's the little lady. Hey, little lady, what are you doing here?
I heard you calling for help.
Yeah,
What the hell happened here?
I think Gato, or Pero, is a lot more like Gato than we were hoping. Or worse.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
I don't think this is good.
The people who were here said that when people, become an issue for Gato, he sells them off to some guy.
He what? Okay. Hey, we're getting you guys out of here. Do you have any idea what the key is?
And Zori is still kind of in Russia. So you can tell he doesn't. However, you could use Sinbone to pick the lock. I will just give you that one for free.
Okay. That was going to be my plan B if they didn't know where the key was.
Yeah, they don't know where a key is. You could look for a key, or you could pick the lock. However, as you are doing so, Hikari, I won't even make you roll perception for this. You hear the sound of wind kind of swirling, like not hard, just kind of like the soft, like of wind swirling.
Yep.
And you hear like almost like a little low, like whine or like bark of a dog. And
okay.
Both Zori and Raji also seem like they're kind of like freaked out to hear this because they probably haven't seen this just yet. But while kind of like just prowling through the like sections of the cages, there is a wolf made of wind. Like it just you can tell this is probably like ninjutsu. That is like it's patrolling pretty much.
Well, that certainly puts a wrinkle on things.
Yeah, it's a little further down in there, but you should be aware of it before you do too much else. I do want you aware of that, but I don't know. It wasn't more stealthy than a 10.
Yeah. Okay, let us think. Taking on that thing is probably going to cause a lot of noise and draw a lot of attention, so I'm going to avoid that for as long as I possibly can.
Would you like a tip?
Yes, please.
If you were to get Zori and Raji as the people who look the healthiest out of here, you now have witnesses to this, but you would have to get them completely out of Perico.
Okay.
You could get them completely out of Perico, and then you yourself act as a witness. And if you could get, more entities down here to see this, you also know that there's some kind of like human trafficking going on along with the selling. So you now have like two fairly major charges to place on God or Pero.
Yeah. I'm immediately going to start unlocking their cage in order to get them out.
Roll me sleight of hand.
I rolled a 12.
That's modified?
Yes.
You're clicking in there. You don't quite get it. You can feel the tumblers clicking over a little bit. If you inched over just a little bit more, you could get it to fully lean over, and you can get this cage open. The patrolling wind wolf is still kind of making its rounds, still a good distance away from you. It doesn't seem like it hurt. But
okay, so it's still not quite close enough.
Still not quite close enough. In the meantime, back to Ava real quick. What are you doing?
Ava is heading for the kitchen for a glass of water. Her hands are shaking. It looks like she's gonna vomit. She really, really wishes that, Sheeny was here or Hikari. Hell, she'd take Nanamo.
Jesus.
Yeah, things are bad, and she's going for a glass of water, just trying to calm herself, but mentally, it's like, oh fuck, snake, fuck, of course it had to be a fucking snake, of course it's the neighboring fucking nation, of fucking course, shit, fuck, don't come here, please, fucking don't come here. That's just what's going through her head.
I want you to roll me a series. This is actually gonna be a series roll. I want you to roll me a wisdom or con to calm down.
Ooh. I could see either.
I want a con to calm down. I want a wisdom to think about something or get a plan or slash some advice from the DM real quick. And then I want a perception. So con, wisdom, perception.
Con, saving throw, or just check?
Call it a saving throw.
Cool.
You've been putting. You have a
18?
panic condition right now. 18.
Cool.
You're good. You start to breathe and bring your emotions in the check for a bit.
Wisdom. Wisdom is 21.
You get okay, go finish up with your perception.
And last one's perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. And yeah, this roll had to end sooner or later. Perception is an 8.
That works. It was not a high DC at all for the perception. Okay. You bring yourself back into terrain, kind of like how Hikari did last time. You realize panicking is not going to help you out very well right now. And also, you think that what you have just confirmed is that Pero is... Oh, fuck, wait. Out of game. How much awareness does Ava have of Orochimaru, like his connection with Snake?
A fair bit. Remember, she did see Manda.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we discussed that. We discussed that.
Yeah.
You now have a fair suspicion that that motherfucker is connected to Orochimaru.
Oh yeah, I mean, considering the geography, that's what she's like. Of course, it's literally the neighbor. Of course, jeez.
Yeah, you have a sneaking suspicion about that, and with that, you also get the feeling that the tournament probably is a ruse for something else, which is what other characters are coming into the grips of finding out right now. So no, we won't be finishing this tournament, sadly. For any listeners who really want to finish out the tournament, which I kind of hate because that means I'm not going to use the. You guys might get to use them in the ending of the arc. What was it doing?
Ava going for a glass of water.
Yeah, Ava's getting that glass of water. She's drinking her water. She's thinking about all this. So you now have something that you could probably accuse him of, but you don't have solid evidence of how it would be occurring. You didn't persist to get anything like that. However, you heard something being talked about to get something out to communicate with the snake. You heard that. So there's something in that office. And honestly, if you had pushed for it while Nickman was in there, you probably could have found more stuff to do your specific mission. So there's good reason to try and get in there while no one is in there. And as for the results of your perception roll, go ahead.
Just clarify something. Was that Pero's bedroom or his office?
That was his office.
Cool. Just want to, because that would determine the time Ava would try to get back in.
Pero's penthouse would be at the top of Peroco.
Roger that. Cool. Just wanted to double check that.
Yeah, literally the opposite end of the building.
Okay. Is anything from the perception check?
For the perception check, the results of this are: Ava notices in the trash there is a bag of Kokome brand rice. Okay,
all of that fear is about to bubble into her favorite emotion, rage. Yeah, take that bag out. Is there any rice left in it? Is it just an empty bag?
It's an empty bag. Well, no. You see cooked rice that had like some parts of the meal on it. In fact, you probably think back to it right now that you didn't eat anything, but you saw a lot of people like, pill around their food or eat a bit of it, or maybe they had some of the curry and then didn't like the texture of the rice or something like that. But some rice got wasted. There's no rice left in this bag.
Okay, they're angry, but if there is rice in that bag, presumably, he's getting the best stuff. There will be more bags of rice in the kitchen, and Ava is going to do something dumb and look for it. He's going to look for more of that rice because technically that's proof, but that's not why she wants it.
Oh, excuse me. It is a bag of premium rice labeled Kokome rice plantations. Made in the land of rice.
It's anger. Even had to use the name Kokome rice, desecrating even that most sacred thing. Fuck Pero. Fuck Orochimaru. Fuck this whole fucking compound. I'm gonna burn it down. Is kind of what's going through her head right now.
You had a chance to kill him.
She's gonna go looking for, she just needs one bag of the rice. Because, that's kind of evidence. That's how she's justifying it. Would you like to look for?
Are you saying you want to look in the? Are you saying you want to look in the pantry?
In the pantry for just one bag of the rice.
Okay, there's not a roll. There's way too much. There's so much kokome rice here. In fact, you see a lot of it. You see a lot of it with a lot of the Pero Sparrow brand Pero like sparrows that the like gourmet chicken they or like poultry they sell. And you can probably now tell that a lot of Pero's like dinner, like frozen dinner thing is actually propped up by the Kokome rice brand because so many of his meals involve like that premium rice.
I just have thought.
Go for it.
You said there were guards in the kitchen raiding the sweet dumplings.
Why you have to make this hard for me?
They weren't in the kitchen. They were outside the door to the loser's box, which you just went into. There was the ninja chef, but the ninja chef should honestly be asleep right now because most of you guys are asleep right now. He might get up like a few times a night to go patrol the kitchen, but as of right now, the ninja chef is not in.
Cool.
Okay, I am asking this for something that I am suspecting is going to happen later.
Okay.
Abe would just like one of those bags of rice, she'd like to try and smuggle it as innocuously as possible. And she'd like to get, you said that she and Hikari would technically be part of a big servant's dorm, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool. In that case, she's gonna do the stupid thing, go back to Nanamo's room. He's gonna try and take that rice and basically hide it in his room.
Okay. I won't make you do a sleight of hand. You are still seen as a spy, so they might think you're doing some kind of like planting operation there.
Evidence, yeah, that's what I want to try and make it look like. And do I have any little paper, or did he leave any paper because he had enough to write her a little note?
I've already let somebody cheat and just have some papers. You guys all had like 3 little note papers.
Actually, I know what I've got. I still have my celebration chocolates. And I write on the on the packaging of that.
The paper's too waxy.
Shit.
Like I said, Nanamo already had just like a little notepad, so you guys have some tips, I guess.
Okay. She's just going to, her note is just going to say, if you lose this, if you eat this, if you damage this so I can't use it, I will kill you. That's it. That's all the note says, as she basically takes his pillow out, shoves it under his bed, and shoves the rice bag in his pillowcase, with the note poking slightly out.
Okay, speaking of Nanamo, what are you doing?
Well, I was heading down towards the noises, the cries of help. So it depends how long it took me to do like a little surveillance lap of the building.
The door was
I would eventually
cracked,
be
so I'm not gonna make you roll to open it.
Yeah, eventually at some point I imagine I'll be joining Hikari.
Yeah, you are coming down into the loser's box, and you are now getting your eyes on Hikari, Rawaji, and Zori, who thankfully would not recognize you, but if you have your sword on you, he'll recognize his sword.
Well, I'm transformed, so I imagine the sword is hidden.
Okay, okay. They just think you're a maid, and you actually see fear in their eyes. They would probably be like looking at the other direction while Ruin is looking at them. I'm RPing for you guys. So yeah, you're now in the same places as her. You see the wind wolf in the back. Actually, he's getting a lot closer now.
Hey, what's going on?
I just found out that Pero is an even bigger piece of trash than I thought. He's smuggling people who lose in the match to I don't know what, but he's selling them off to someone. So we need to get as many people out of here as we can to. And here, hands him to Senbone. Gopher.
Oh shit, that's next. Okay. Okay, you guys just got amazing luck. So the way I rolled, I don't know if everybody does death saves, but a nat 1 on a death save when you already have 1 is 2 fails, but a nat 20 is an instant success. You come back up with 1 HP. Somebody who is making death saves in the cages, they're gonna gasp to life. They're actually pretty close to you guys. Not yet. Who are you? He looks like he's been here for a while.
Yeah, she hands Nanamo to Senba and tells him to go pick the lock on that person's cage and help him get out while I still work on this lock.
Right.
So I am going. So do we
guys can
both roll the sleight of hand?
Yeah.
Hikari,
oh, come on.
Hikari, take advantage on yours because you just tried it once. And like I said, you got so close that you now know exactly how much force you need.
That is better. I just rolled a 14.
Still not 15, I'm sorry.
Bugger!
Yeah, I also rolled a 14.
Well, still better than the crit fail I had before.
Okay. I didn't. Let me just look up a rank to see. I'm sure they have a pass perception.
I don't have proficiency in this either, so. Henry, what's the plan?
You know what's funny?
Get them out. Unlock the cages.
Okay, yeah, no, it still has no.
Have them act. Maybe have them act as witnesses for Pero piece of crap.
Right, great. What about the 400 ninja who are outside that door?
I was able to sneak in, and we can sneak out again. Besides, the guards were stuffing their faces. I checked.
I will give you guys another free piece of advice. You have not investigated past the Wind Wolf to see what is like further beyond this holding area, but it's extremely possible there might be an exit and or an entrance from this area, which is less heavily guarded.
How high up is the roof in this room?
It's fairly standard for like a basement, so it's like 25 feet up.
Okay, what?
It's 15 to 25 feet.
Okay, have I spotted the wolf?
Yes, you would have both seen it.
Okay, I'll look at
it gives off a slight glow because it's like it's energized chakra, so it's energized wind chakra, just condensed into the shape of a wolf that's patrolling this area.
I'll look at Akari. I can't do this, but there might be keys down here. Just give me one moment, and I'll kind of like jump up to the roof and Spider-Man crawl my way around to like staying out of the line of sight as much as possible of this chakra beast, and just seeing if I can spot.
And Hikari
any
whispers
keys.
back as he's about to jump, "Be careful."
Will be, you too.
Okay.
Thank
we're
goodness she since
we're about
tree climbing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also glad he did that because I've been watching Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and Nanamo has a lot of Peter Parker in him sometimes. I want one more. This has been very close to time too, so we're gonna call this as a session, and then take our break and come back for the next half. I want Nanamo to roll me a. What did I want? I wanted a perception and a stealth. Because you've just done something which you just activated chakra and a pretty quick movement. So I mean that could be a little more noticeable.
You need a stealth.
I want a stealth from you to see if the wolf will notice you, and I want a perception to see if you can notice the keys with your bird. Your perception you have advantage on, by the way.
Okay. So stealth is 26. That's not a natural 20. So I hope I'm safe. And perception is...
You're safe. You beat its passive and the roll.
I got a 12. Oh, it's advantage.
Well, hold on. They get perception. Oh, they have advantage on perception checks. I'm sorry. Yeah, you beat it. Okay.
And perception was 12.
Nanamo, while you were up there, you see glinting on the other side of the room, past the wolf, a rack of keys. And you actually see that they have some sections on them, because some of the cages are actually marked a little bit differently. You see some of them are built a little stronger, as if they're made to hold stronger people who maybe know how to enhance their bodies with chakra. And then some of them are made of just, basic stuff. So the one Zori and Miraji are in, it's made strong enough to where these guys can swing swords decently well. They're level 1 compared to you guys at level 2. So neither of you could break those bars, but there's a level 3 bar where you could expect somebody pretty decent strength like yourself probably couldn't get out of it.
So yeah, there's keys I could feasibly grab and come back with.
Yeah, you could try and sneak past them. Ava.
Yeah.
Yep.
You are. I want to keep. I want to
break here and then pick up with me after the break.
Because I don't know what would be happening. I'm already. I just need to give up on making notes. I don't think I'm doing well with trying to follow notes.
As I told you, the DM makes plans. The players.
Yeah, just a room and a combat.
If it helps, what Ava's next action would be.
Oh no! I know. As you are sneaking towards Nanamo's room, you realize all too slowly your 3 hours have passed because Taisa is coming out of his room, and as he is, you see that he is holding a scroll, and he's going to say "Time's up," and he's going to activate this scroll, and from the scroll, burst the Kubikiri Bocho, Zabuza Momochi's Executioner's Blade. And that is where we will be leaving this session of Naruto D&D Making Waves.
What did you say burst from the scrolls? Just because I think I must have misheard you.
What burst from the scroll is the Kubikiri Bocho.
No, I didn't hear you.
Zabuza Momochi's Executioner's Blade, which was made as a resting stone for him in the Land of Waves.
I've been jokingly thinking about going to steal that since the campaign started.
Yeah. I've also been thinking about trying to steal that to sell it.
I just wanted a cool sword.
Yes, you come face to face with Inari coming out of his room. Time's up. I'm doing what I came here to do.
Wait.
He summons the Executioner's Blade.
Wait, did you say Inari?
Damn it! Yeah, I guess I revealed myself
already. Inari. Chad, he's come all the way from the wave to help us.
Yeah, I guess I put my foot in my mouth on. Yeah, Taisa was an alias. But we'll have to get into this next time because I have been a subpar DM, still learning the craft, and I do appreciate all the tips I get. I have been here with my so patient and amazing players. Ava Rice, Pickled Dill, the level 2 medic nin.
Thank you for hosting. Plus, I think you've done a great job so far.
I appreciate that. Yeah, you guys are just what you're doing the same way we came in. Just a little. No. We don't have to do it. Yeah, just I hope you guys enjoyed the session. We had Hikari Kesho, Rune Scribble, and Nanamo Junbai, the Story Buster. We had fun. I appreciate you. Yeah, I did. I messed up the reveal. Yeah, Taisa is Inari. We'll see you guys next time.
Oh my god!
Enjoy the in story. Enjoy the in story.
Calls him Chadanari all the time.
This will be a good in story, I bet. On the night when the Guinea of Team Zero were told about their ability to correspond with the Land of Waves.
It is well past midnight when Ava crawls out of her sleeping bag, confident that everyone else will be asleep. Though, just to be safe, she casts her eyes over Sheeny, and then back towards Hikari and Nanamo. Both of the latter pair had managed to use their teacher's creepy bone hand to send a message home, and even managed to receive a reply from their families, with none of us having come in just a few hours ago. Like she'd told Bonus Sensei when he first offered to let her use it, there's no one in that shithole village for her to send a message to, since she's pretty sure almost half of them would throw a party if they heard she died on this mission. Though, that had got her thinking about something. The Hand, Dead Poet Society as Sheeny called it, could be used to contact people instantly across great distances, maybe even half the continent if they're still able to use it when they reach the Land of Hot Water, which makes it a damn powerful jutsu. Not only that, but Sheeny's whole deal from his look to his jutsu to his stupid fucking catchphrase are all based around the Grim Reaper and death, with even the damn hand looking like it belongs to the Spectre of the Grave. So what if maybe it can bridge more than just the distance between nations? What if it can contact people who are dead? She's probably just being a fucking moron, but she's gotta try it. Just once. Just to see for herself, since she'd never be able to live with herself if she found out it could and she hadn't been using it. Locating the skeletal hand curled up by the campfire like a dog, Ava does not hesitate to grab it, forcing it back into activity as she moves towards the furthest edge of the camp, going far enough that no part of her is illuminated. That way, if anyone wakes up before she's done, they won't be able to see or hear her. Then, when she is certain she has privacy, she begins to speak in a hushed, hesitant voice. Hey, Mum? Dad? I don't know if you can hear me, but I really miss you. I don't know how to describe it. It's just hard, you know? Is this how you guys felt when I was little and we had to run? If it is, I'm sorry, since I was probably a little shit and didn't make it easier. Also, sorry for swearing. I know you don't like it when I do that. But, don't worry. I haven't told anyone my real name. They all still think I'm just Ava. And I'm gonna keep it that way. So, yeah, don't stress about that. Also, did you hear that old drunk Tazna's like one of the top guys in the village now? Yeah, it happened after they finally got rid of Gato. Oh, probably should have started with that. Gato's dead. Bastard got what was coming to him. Just wish it could have been me who slit his throat for what he did. But, yeah, there's also a new bridge now. Wish that could have been there when we first came to the wave. In fact, I'm actually on a pretty similar path to the one we took to get there. Except in the opposite direction, I guess. I even saw that rock this morning. The one where we had the big picnic and ate all the stuff that was about to spoil. Remember how sick I got from eating all that mochi? Yeah, I know you both told me to stop. But yeah, this time I'm headed to the Land of Hot Water, so who knows? Maybe I'll get a chance to see home in the distance. Maybe I'll even get a chance to sneak away and see it up close if this C-rank mission's as pathetic as the ones Shinny's been having us do so far. I wonder what you would have said if I'd told you I was becoming a ninja. Would you have been proud of me for being part of something bigger than myself and cheered me on like Hikari's family? Or would you have thought it was too dangerous like Nanamo's parents and tried to stop me? Yeah, believe it or not, Nanamo Junbai, the ramen shop owner's kid, actually qualified to be a ninja too. Don't know how, honestly, since he's a moron, always running ahead like he absolutely has to be the first to see every new thing. I swear he'd die if someone made him sit still for 5 minutes. And no, don't even say it. I was never that bad. As for the rest of my team, I got a girl named Hikari. She only came to the wave a while back, though she lost her parents too. Don't know how. Don't know if I should ask, since it'd probably just seem voyeuristic, like I was digging up stuff that's better left alone. To her credit though, she's reliable. And nice. Too nice if you ask me, since it's gonna get her killed. Damn it. I'm starting to sound like him. Well, no point avoiding it. Our teacher's this gaunt pretty boy named Sheeny. If you saw him, Dad, you'd probably diagnose him as severely anemic and in need of iron. But in spite of that, he seems strong. Probably as strong as Shizuku. He's also creepy. And a prick. But not a heartless prick. At first I thought he was, but then we did this stupid team photo thing, and at the last second he made this little heart with his hands. At the time I thought he was just being sarcastic, or worse, trying to imply something about Nanamo and me. Ugh. But when I looked at it later, I saw his eyes. They looked proud, like he actually cared about us as more than just a paycheck. You'd probably get it better than I do, since I remember how much you used to care about people, even the ones who didn't deserve it. Too much, honestly. Why couldn't you have been more selfish? Like me, like everyone else. Then you would let someone else stick their necks out and do that fucking smuggling run. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have gotten angry. I know you were trying to help. I just miss you so much. So come on. Please. If you can hear me, just say something. Anything. Come on. Please. I knew it. This fucking hand's worthless.
The useless fucking creepy bone hand, as Ava called it, would then be unceremoniously thrown to the ground, stomped, and stepped on, as the violet wine-haired girl was seemingly overcome with her disappointment and frustration, whether out of embarrassment or rage, seeing fit to make sure the jutsu had dispelled before she quietly storms her way back to her sleeping bag, dragging it further into the shadows, away from the warmth and illumination of the campfire, which Nanamo and Hikari especially seem to sleep by so soundly, almost looking comfortable, and self-assured they are safe so far from home already, perhaps because Shinny is so close by, and offers the constant reassurance of being a tad scarier than most things that go bump in the night, and even those which don't make any noise, but are no less terrifying. However, the Shinny Ava would walk by, so certain he was asleep as she had snuck by him, was yet another skeleton that upon first glance would easily be mistaken for the ghoulish Jonin. At the same time, he half-napped and half-monitored the area from high up in the trees, far too high and far too comfortable in his own right, for someone who would usually far too high and far too comfortable in his own right, for someone who usually seemed so risk-averse. It really was funny how easily the kids could fall for that trick, but this way, he could give them the experience of taking a watch without the risk of it, as doing so could lead to death. It was a good thing too, since Ava almost immediately failed to toe the line after volunteering to take first watch. If he had been asleep, however, her actions just now would have woken him up via Dead Poet Society's alarm. But a bit worse than that for Ava. She did not succeed in destroying the Shadow Envoy, only driving it back into the darkness from which it was born in. But she is merely only began to adopt as a budding kunoichi, and thus, it simply moved faster to its recipient. However, with no living recipient to take this message to, it naturally returns to the jutsu's caster. Gently taking the hand and dusting it off, Shin would grimace, as he'd already found himself faced with a moral quandary over the formation of this new jutsu. In such a case, when it was clear that one of his students was working through complicated feelings, which could affect her performance as a kunoichi, not prying could lead to death. However, she clearly only wanted certain eyes to behold the words she spoke to DPS. Though upon hearing them for himself, the Kekkei Genkai wielding Nara would be hit with even more questions, concerns, and hard calls. What was Ava, or rather her family, hiding from the hidden wave, and thus me and her comrades? Why did she really choose the path of the ninja? Or why did she really agree to work with Gato? I don't doubt her intentions completely, but survival was not all that drove her. I've seen that kind of spite and hatred before, and on it alone, I think she could have survived for herself well. Ava wants something, badly, and I'm not sure even she knows what that is beyond the vague idea of wealth and the power and security it brings. She's not unlike Nanamo in that way, though she'd hate to hear it. They both need to further define their own origins and stories. Otherwise, they'll never find their nindo or reach their true potential. Speaking of, Coco Rice is listed as a doctor, one of the only ones to ever take up residency in the wave, and supposedly one of the best considering how cheaply he operated. While Kiyumi Rice is listed as a hunter. However, according to Elder Tazuna, he's fairly certain she was too adept at molding her chakra, and a few other things to have no shinobi training. And from what I've been able to tell from Ava's characteristics and strengths,
I have strong reason to agree and conclude she may have ties to a more established shinobi clan on her mother's side, even if only a little. Mention of this Shizuko person supports that theory. However, I strongly doubt Ava's ever met anyone as strong as me, or she'd know for sure. And it's not like she's seen all I can do. My biggest concern, the hardest call to make, however, is addressing the fact that Ava isn't far off at all. The shinobi world is quite large, and the powers and abilities that govern its fragile reality, and even those directly designed to render the user unbound by those laws, are vast in number and wide in spectrum of their effects, from wondrous miracles to calamitous atrocities. That is to say, there are ways to talk with the departed, to speak with the dead, and I've found my own through the grim ninja arts, as abominable as they may be. But is that really the right thing to do? I want to be a good sensei, and that means not only nurturing, preparing, and guiding my students to the best of my ability, but also protecting and helping them to the best of my ability. If a student is in danger or pain, and I have the means to stop it, should I not do so? Is that not my duty as their teacher and master in the arts of ninjutsu? Would leaving Ava to suffer heartache be any different from abandoning her to the enemy? Am I scum? Or am I being too soft? The ways of the ninja, the arts of stealth and perseverance. This path, to follow it, one must be strong in mind, body, and spirit. It's always been that way. Some will succeed, and some will fail. And I know that Ava will not fail, regardless if she has a bag of bones like me supporting her. She's been tempered and hardened by her grief. It gives her wisdom, character, and strength. I once heard a truly splendid shinobi tell senpai that mistakes and hardships are an important part of the plot of one's life too. Would I not be robbing my student of something key to finding her nindo? Truly her own ninja way. And to that extent, wouldn't Hikari and Nanamo, or even their families or other people in the Land of Waves, want a chance to speak with the dead? And if I just kept the upper limits of my abilities to myself, would I be betraying my students in the village I've agreed to protect and serve as per my mission? And who the hell was that money-grubbing little twerp calling a pretty boy? Still holding Dead Poet Society as if he were about to ask someone to dance, Sheeny would contemplate the storm of questions running through his skull on what he needed to do in the best interest of his students, ensuring he'd be getting far less rest that night than Ava below him, whose silent trembling sobs in her sleeping bag finally ceased once she cried herself into true slumber.